is Homer, and I wrote the Odyssey, one of my two masterpieces of Greek literature. Let me tell you about this epic of the perilous voyage the Greek hero Odysseus took to get home. Odysseus was the king of Ithaca and a very wise, cunning hero, but after a long 10-year fight in the Trojan War, he was very homesick for his kingdom, the island of Ithaca. Odysseus and his crew started their journey with a quick stop at Ismara, the land of Siconians, to get supplies by pillaging. They kept sailing until a huge storm blew them to the land of the Lotus Eaters, where eating the fruit made the crew fall asleep and want to stay forever. Odysseus quickly realized, and they promptly escaped. Running out of supplies again, they stopped by an island, bringing wine to trade. The men found a giant cave full of food. By the way, the cave's owner was a giant cyclops named Polyphemus, son of Poseidon, and he ate a bunch of the crew. Odysseus tricks Polyphemus into thinking his name is Nobody, gets the cyclops drunk, blinds him, successfully escaping. But Odysseus decides to shout out his real name for some bragging rights. Not the best move, because Polyphemus tattles to his father, and now Odysseus is cursed with an even worse voyage. Their next stop was the floating island of Aeolia, where Odysseus gets a bag of winds from King Aeolus sailing back to Ithaca. But at the shores of Ithaca, his greedy men thought the bag was full of gold, and upon opening it, the winds blew the crew back to Aeolia, where King Aeolus rejected them to not incur the wrath of the gods. Then they meet with some Lacedaemonians, who were bloodthirsty cannibal giants who destroyed all their ships but one. Exhausted, Odysseus and his men arrive on the island of Aea. On the island, the soldiers meet Circe, a sorceress. She offers some of the crew a drink, turning them into pigs. Hermes gives Odysseus a drug to be immune to her magic, and they have an affair for a year. Circe gives them tips on their future obstacles, including the sirens, Helios' cows, and next up, the underworld. Guided by word of Circe, Odysseus travels to the underworld to find the prophet Tiresias to learn their way home. He encounters a bunch of dead people, including notable comrades from the Trojan War. They meet some sirens, but they stuff their ears with wax, except Odysseus, who is tied to a mast because he wants to hear some god-tier music. Scylla is a six-headed sea monster, and Charybdis is a whirlpool of destruction. Odysseus decides to sail close to Scylla and sacrifices 6 of his crew to avoid Charybdis. Previously warned twice to not kill Helios' cattle, Odysseus' starving men eat the beef while he was asleep. Zeus thunderbolts the ship, leaving Odysseus as the sole survivor. He washes up on the island of Ogygia, where there resides Calypso, the daughter of a Titan. Calypso falls in love and keeps him captive, trapping him.
7 years later.
Odysseus still longs for Ithaca, and Athena persuades Zeus, so Hermes is sent as messenger, and Odysseus gets a raft, barely making it to Scheria, land of the Phaeacians. The Phaeacians receive and send him off warmly. Odysseus finally reaches Ithaca after 20 years, including both the Trojan War and his journey, where he finds his place a wreck. His wife, Queen Penelope, had been stubbornly fending off 108 freeloading suitors, while their son Telemachus, who had been a baby when he had left, is now all grown up. Athena disguises Odysseus as a beggar to infiltrate the palace. He overcomes all the tests Penelope gives him, proving he really is Odysseus. And with Telemachus, they go on a killing spree, slaughtering all the leeching suitors. Happy ending! Although this summary of the Odyssey is to its end, it cannot finish without briefly discussing the impacts of this epic, with the Odyssey being profoundly felt in society and culture even to this day. Common motifs such as resilience and revenge helped shape Western literature, along with timeless themes that resonated through the ages, an example being overcoming obstacles. The Odyssey is still studied today and can be seen in today's culture through movies, books, and even comics.